Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. Welcome to Gashi's Kaman TV. I'm one person who strongly believes that Rigathi Gachagua need to come out very clean and tell Kenyans when he is returning back to Kenya. Rigathi Gachagua need to come back very, very urgently. I saw an exchange between Rigathi Gachagua and Rigathi Wamushoba. A WhatsApp message. The chat was actually trending. And Wamushoba was telling Rigathi Gachagua is that he abandoned the Gen Z when they were arrested after the demonstrations after Sabasaba. Rigathi Gachagua went to the United States of America, and this was not good according to Wamushoba. If you ask me, Rigathi Gachagua needs to come back home very, very urgently. What do you think, ladies and gentlemen? Do you think Rigathi Gachagua needs to come back home as soon as possible? I have my own reasons. And before I look at these reasons, please, our subscribers, like the video, please comment. For those who have not subscribed, subscribe to this channel. If you want to advertise this channel, we are going to give the number. Maybe you have something, a business, a deal, something like that. We always do it. And we are very, very good when it comes to that. So, ladies and gentlemen, why am I saying that Rigathi Gachagua needs to come back home very, very urgently? Number one, in my view, is because William Samoei Ruto is having a field day, if you ask me. And he is making inroads, especially in Mount Kenya. I saw Ruto on Sunday in Limuru at a church function, and the congregation were very, very happy with William Samoei Ruto. They were very, very happy, clapping. And this one tells you something. So he is having a field day. Unlike when Rigathi Gachagua was here, William Samoei Ruto would not concentrate very much on some areas. In fact, he spent a lot of time doing other things and not actually being on the field. Number two, in my view, is that Rigathi Gachagua need to come and ring fence his territory. Now, if you don't ring fence your territory, your competitor is likely to come in. It's likely to break into your territory. And this absence is actually benefiting William Samoei Ruto, not Rigathi Gachagua. Because if you ask me, there are more votes in Kenya than there are in diaspora. And because he has already won the diaspora vote, because an opinion poll was carried out by a firm, and the people in diaspora were given choices. Gachagua, Ruto, Matiang'i. And Matiang'i and Gachagua were leading with very high percentages. William Samoei Ruto had 15% of the diaspora votes. Though he is looking for money, we understand that though he is opening new offices, though he is meeting people who can actually fund his campaign, I think he needs to come back very, very urgently to ring fence the territory, to ensure that the enemy does not capture the lost ground. The other reason is because these huge rallies that Gachagua has been holding are very, very important. In fact, it is these rallies that have built Gachagua. If he was impeached and decided to stay at home, nothing could have happened. Gachagua would just be an ordinary person. But because he decided to hit the road, because he decided to start campaigning, because he decided to start deconstructing William Samoei Ruto, he would attract huge gathering. In fact, Rigathi Gachagua is the only person who can actually attract such huge crowd. And I'm saying this because when you look at the opposition, people who have been left, Akina Wamalwa, Kalonzo ako pale, Matiang'i, Natebea. When you look at them, apart from Natebea, most of them looks very much exhausted. most of them look tired. Most of them do not actually come to anywhere near close to Rigathi Gachagua when it comes to mobilization. So these rallies are very, very important because they create a perception that you're winning. And that is why you see sometimes even the people in UDA hiring crowd so that they can have huge gathering. Because it creates a very good positive perception. This is a man. Just like you see, if you go, for example, in Nairobi, and you are new, you don't know where to buy a certain item, and there are so many items sold in a certain area, say like now Ruthuri Avenue, where you have electronics. Just look at the shop where there are many customers. You realize that things are sold there cheaply compared to others. Again, if you go to a Koba, maybe you want to buy a hardware item. You realize that where there are so many customers, the prices are cheap. So it works that way. That where there are many people, when the gatherings are attended by huge people, that candidate becomes more popular. The other thing is that, Gachagua is an entertainer. He has been entertaining us through his verbal and then verbal cues. And he's a very entertaining guy. And he's liked, especially the way he leads Kenyans. Wewe Ruto, wewe kutega, wewe nini, wewe mtu kutega Gen Z, wewe, you see. And then he ends by saying, hala, be, and the people respond in unison, one time. That is entertainment in itself. And Kenyans, because of, they have been fatigued by the current administration. And Kenyans, because you see, they have lost hope already. They find a lot of entertainment in Rigathi Gachagua. He soothes their soul. He's able to comfort many people who have so many problems. So Kenyans need this entertainment. The other thing is that he need to come and lead his troop. In Kikuyu we say, if the leading ship is limping, the others cannot be able to go where there is green grass. And I think it is the same with this. When you look at the opposition troop, they seem not to have a leader. When you look at them, they seem not to be revolving around anybody other than Rigathi Gachagua. And I thought what would happen, nature has vacuum. I thought Gachagua had created an opportunity for them to rise and maybe to be seen the first among equals. And because Gachagua has been in the diaspora, people have been listening to Rigathi Gachagua, yet it's not in the country. And the government has been kept on its toes when Gachagua is abroad. Yet we have the opposition here who are not hitting the road as they should. Again, he should come and tell those leaders who are saying that he should be arrested. He should come and tell them, here I come. Come and arrest me. I'm not a coward. That is what he need to come and show that he, for sure, does not fear to be arrested. Because somebody was arguing that Gachagua had realized that he would be arrested and the arrest was imminent. That is why he ran away. Another person was arguing that he was advised by the diplomatic community to take a break so that the political temperatures can calm down. What do you think, ladies and gentlemen? Should Gachagua come and lead the troops, or should he continue? Maybe because I understand after US trip, he is destined to the United Kingdom. That is my take. Please enjoy your evening. Bye-bye.